Hey y'all, Jay Wilson here. If you haven't been to the YouTube channel before, welcome. I'm a freelance consultant and I do, obviously implementation and adoption and support for Domo customers. But in my copious free time, I hang out in the Domo dojo just finding interesting questions to answer in these YouTube videos. If you haven't been to the dojo before, please check it out. It's dojo.domo.com. It's the community site for Domo where people can come together and, as it says, connect, collaborate, and share best practices to leverage the power of the platform, blah, blah, blah. Basically, you come in here, you ask a question, and somebody will answer it for you. Sometimes it's me. Who knows? So here was an interesting use case that I came across. So Acme Corp distribute product to customers, right? Which then the customers obviously sell on to their customers. And Acme Corp said, hey, we want to help our customers manage their inventory. And in helping them manage their inventory, we will reap the benefits of both providing a better customer experience, but also we can manage our freight costs in terms of like getting supply out to our customers so they never run out of inventory. But also by managing it a little bit better, we can manage our trucks and make sure that we can consolidate shipment, blah, 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 and basically just have a more efficient supply chain pipeline. So how did Acme Corp want to solve this problem? Well, they said, we know how much product we ship to our customers. And then we've started a program where the customers will report back to us how much product they consume. And if I take product shipped minus product consumed, I can calculate net change for the day. And if I take a rolling sum of net change for the day, I can keep track of the inventory on hand. And of course, as the inventory gets closer and closer to zero, that's when Acme Corp knows, all right, it's time to get a truck of supply out to that person. But here's a problem. Acme Corp has an inventory on hand, shows an inventory on hand of negative 56. It's obviously not possible to have negative inventory. What's going on here? Well, what's going on is this customer had inventory before Acme Corp started this project. They had inventory before April 15th. We just don't have data before April 15th. So if I'm going to make the assumption that it's not possible to have negative inventory, what is the adjustment I need to put in place? 56. What is the adjustment that I need to put in place to make sure that I never have negative inventory? And how can I build that into a beast mode or a data flow? In short, if this graph or visualization represents my inventory, how do I make sure that it never goes below zero? What adjustment can I put in place so that I always have positive inventory? This is the final solution that we're going to build toward. So again, here's the raw data that Acme Corp has. They know on this day for this customer how much was shipped and how much was used. Let's put that into a data flow. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to calculate net change. And net change, of course, is the shipped column minus the used column. From there, we're going to calculate the balance, or a cumulative sum of that column. Now, cumulative sum, if you were to Google it, actually, let's do that because I'm all about you guys figuring out how I know this stuff. Cumulative sum, SQL. A cumulative sum is calculated using what's called a window function. And in this window function, you're saying, I want to take the sum of this column over a window. And what is that window? Well, the window is all of the rows preceding the current row and ending at the current row. That's the window. All of the rows that came before the time I'm at. Now, how do I know what time I'm at? Well, I order or sort by the day. This is actually a perfect example. MagicETL has an implementation of windowed functions called rank and window, and we're doing the same thing. So I'm saying I want to take the cumulative sum, or I want to take the sum of the net change column. And what is my window, or what is the frame? Unbounded means all rows up to the beginning of my data, and 0. Now, in order to do a sum, I also want to implement a sort order. So then I say I want to sort by the date ascending. Now, in this example, I only have one customer, but if I had multiple customers, I would add a partition. And a partition says, split my frame by XYZ. So if I had multiple customers, I would choose to partition my data by the customer. And if I wanted to track inventory by customer and product, then my partition would be customer and product. Fine. At this point here, I've now calculated net change and the cumulative net change, which we'll call balance, of my data. I'll now send my data through two streams. One stream will just be the standard transactions, which I'll identify using the activity type as standard, and then it's just a pass-through. Piece of cake. In this stream, I'm going to define my adjustment. I don't know why I called it based adjustment. I should have just called it adjustment. Cool. So what is the adjustment row? The adjustment row is the lowest balance. It's the lowest inventory that I've ever had. Times -1, because that's what I assume was my starting inventory. So my starting inventory says, take the minimum cumulative net change. So take the minimum balance, and to find my first day that I have data for, take the lowest date, the minimum date. Then multiply that column by -1 and stack it all together. So if I look at my output data set here, I've got my normal activity, my standard activity, and then I have one row for the adjustment, which was the lowest inventory point times -1. In my cards now, I can see a card of my data set that has just my standard data, which is, the data that I actually got from both my customers and my internal ERP system. And then to make sure that my inventory never falls below 0, I add in an adjustment. The value that this unlocks for customers now, the value this unlocks for Acme Corp, is now Acme Corp can say, hey, you know what? I know you consume approximately, let's say, 10 units per day. It takes me 3 days to get inventory out to you. So as soon as your inventory hits 30 units, that's when I got to get stuff on a truck to make sure that you never go down to 0 inventory. By having that planning and foresight, I can now say, hey, in this area, how many customers do I have that need to get a stock up? That's the use case in a nutshell. My name is Jay Wilson. Again, I am a freelance consultant, a gun for hire, as it were. If you have support or need support on Domo implementation or project, hit me up, let me know. If you just want to get answers to some questions out on the dojo, that's, again, a great place to connect with the larger Domo technical community, get answers to your questions, and that's dojo.domo.com. Thanks for watching. Oh, hey, subscribe to my channel. Catch you guys later.